February is the month of love, as many people like to call it. In Lagos, where I live, there's usually a frenzy right from the first week that builds up and crescendos on the 14th. Now, on the 14th, that day in particular, there's total madness, I kid you not. And you have a lot of single people feeling sorry for themselves, envying those who are in relationships, and crying, God, when? The question I ask is, what happens after Valentine's Day? What happens after the flowers, the candlelit dinners, the romantic trips? They're all nice to have, don't get me wrong. But when it comes to long-term relationship, when it comes to marriage, love requires more than these nice to haves. And so, since we're in the month of love, I'm going to be talking about love in this video and also in subsequent videos all through the month of February. Don't go away. You'll be glad that you didn't. Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Taya Luko. And on this channel, I talk about healthy marriage, emotional safety, building homes where love can actually thrive. I talk about how you can enjoy and not endure your marriage. Now, in the month of January, I focus primarily on emotions, how they influence our decision making and how they shape our relationships. I talked about building emotional skills and understanding your emotional triggers. If you haven't watched any of these videos, please make sure you do so. You'll be glad that you did. This month, however, I'm talking about, drum roll, love. After all, what is marriage without love? Now, in this video, I'm starting with the foundational truth. Love is also an emotional skill. Can you see that you even need emotional intelligence to love right? So, what does it mean? You can't run away from becoming emotionally aware and being able to regulate your emotions. You might ask, are you telling me that I've not been loving right all this while? Well, you said it, not me. And I might not say that outright, but I will say this. Whenever you wake up is your morning. It's never too late to start doing things better. It's never too late to learn new ways of showing up for your spouse or your partner. So today I'm sharing 5 things that you should know about love as an emotional skill. Who's ready to learn? Let's get into the video. Number one thing that you should know about love as an emotional skill is that love is how you show up when it is not convenient. It's easy to love when things are going well. It's easy to love when things are good. But love, real love, is revealed when you are tired, when you feel misunderstood, when you feel disappointed, when you feel overwhelmed, when you'd rather just withdraw. Those are the situations when love is tested and real love shows up. And so you choose to keep loving. You choose to keep showing up for your spouse, even when it is not convenient. The thing is, anyone can be kind when they feel appreciated. Anyone can be affectionate when they feel safe. But love becomes a skill when you choose connection, even when withdrawal is easier. I hope you get what I'm talking about. Now, number 2 thing that you need to know about love as an emotional skill is that love is what you protect, not just what you express. So you have a lot of people who are great at expressing love. They're very affectionate, they're very emotional, they're very expressive, but they protect love poorly. They say things like, That's how I talk. That's how I am. That's how my face is. I was angry. I don't mean anything. It's just the way my voice is. I didn't really mean it like that. You just have to deal with it. You just have to accept me for who I am. They make all these statements, but they don't realize that love is not just what you say in tender moments. Love is also what you refuse to do when your emotions rise. Emotionally intelligent love understands this. It understands that what you repeatedly allow, you eventually will do damage to your relationship. When what you allow is not positive, is not helpful, is not beneficial. Know this: love should protect dignity. Love should protect emotional safety. Love should protect your relationship from unnecessary harm. These are all things that are very important for you to know when we talk about love as an emotional skill. Number 3 thing that you should know about love as an emotional skill or emotionally intelligent love is that love is also about being emotionally responsible. you know. And here is a difficult but necessary truth. You are responsible, not just for what you feel, but for how your emotions also land on your partner. Love as an emotional skill will pause to consider, how will this sound? Is this the right moment? Am I trying to solve or am I just venting? Am I seeking to win or am I seeking to resolve? It's not about emotional suppression. It is about taking responsibility, emotional responsibility. And responsibility is honestly one of the highest forms of love. Now, number 4. We're at number 4 now. Number 4 thing to know about love as an emotional skill is the fact that love is staying soft without losing yourself. Now, many believe that emotional hardness is strength. They probably have been hurt in the past, so they built a wall to protect themselves. Then you hear them saying things like, I've learned not to care too much. I've learned not to give too much. I'm protecting myself. I don't want to be vulnerable again because I don't want to get hurt. They say these things out of a fear of getting hurt because maybe they've been hurt in the past. But the thing is, when you practice love as an emotional skill, you do something much braver. You stay soft without losing yourself. You learn how to be open without bleeding on your spouse or bleeding anywhere else. You learn how to balance. That balance between vulnerability and self-respect, it is a learned love skill. And you can learn it. You can definitely learn it. Number 5 thing. 5, 5, 5. That is the fact that love is built in small, unseen moments. Love is not sustained by grand gestures alone. Grand gestures are good, but love is sustained by small, repeated choices made over time. Choices like adjusting your tone, choices like pausing instead of allowing the conflict to escalate. Choices like choosing to repair instead of running away and avoiding. Choices like listening to understand, not to defend, not to react, not to prove your point, not to win. Now, emotionally intelligent love is quiet. It is not dramatic. It is loyal and consistent. And this is the thing with consistency. It builds trust, it builds safety, and it also builds intimacy. So it's important for you to know this, that love without emotional skill will become overwhelming. Love without regulation will become explosive. Love without empathy will lead to loneliness. Two strangers living together in the same house. And this is the part that many people also need to know, that emotional skills are learned. They are not inherited. No one is born with them. No one is born knowing how to pause instead of react. No one is born knowing how to listen without defending, but listen to understand. No one is born knowing how to stay present under emotional pressure. No one is born knowing how to repair conflict in an empowering manner. These are all skills that can be learned. The question is, how committed are you to the success of your marriage? How willing are you to unlearn so that you can relearn? How teachable are you? That is the question that I'm asking you today. We're all on a learning and growth journey. They say the day you stop learning is the day you start dying. So, how teachable are you? Now, I'll tell you that on my part, I had to do a lot of learning, and I am still learning. I've learned this, that love grows not because you feel more, but because you learn to handle the moments better. There'll be seasons where love looks like restraint, like being quiet. You're not a fool, you're intentionally restraining yourself. There'll be seasons where love looks like initiative, taking the initiative, carrying the burden of leadership. There'll be seasons when love looks like humility. The couples who last, who go the long haul, they're not the ones who avoid conflict. They're the ones who have learned how to love even when it is hardest. And you can become one of such couples. Learning love as an emotional skill will help you to love even when it is hardest through your rocky seasons. I want you to pause, reflect on this question. What emotional skills were you never taught but expected to magically know or start practicing in your marriage? Share with me in the comment sections. I'd really love to hear from you, because the more we share, the more we learn and we grow together. I want you to remember this. Love that lasts is not accidental. It doesn't happen by chance. Love that lasts must be practiced, it must be protected, it must be handled with care. And if your love has ever felt heavy, if your love feels confusing for you, know that it might not be, or it's probably not because love is missing. It's because love has not yet been skillfully supported. The minute you start to skillfully support your love, you will see a big change. Now, if you and your partner need help building these skills, I will tell you that support matters. You don't have to figure this out alone. Book a session with me and let me help you build the emotional skills that you need to support your love so that you can start enjoying and not enduring in marriage. If this video resonated with you, if you've liked what you've heard, please give a thumbs up. Share this video, share widely. Many people need to hear this. Subscribe, turn on post notifications so you'll be first to know when new videos drop. Thank you again for watching. As always, my name is Taya Luku. God bless you. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.